48 teams, 104 matches, one massive, chaotic tournament. The 2026 World Cup is completely tearing up the rulebook, and whether you love it or absolutely hate it, football will never be the same again. For decades, the 32-team format was considered the absolute gold standard of international sports, the perfect balance of elite quality and global representation. But FIFA just blew that format into pieces. We are about to witness the biggest, longest, and most exhausting World Cup in human history. It promises an absolute festival of goals, historic underdog stories, and non-stop drama. But beneath the glittering surface lies a tactical and physical nightmare that could permanently break the quality of international football. Is this a genuine celebration of global football? Or is it a calculated multi-billion-dollar cash grab that will completely dilute the beautiful game? I'm Liam, a football enthusiast just like you. Today, we are dissecting the mechanics of the new 48-team expansion. We will break down the massive upgrades, the hidden structural disasters, and exactly how this format changes the tactical landscape on the pitch. Let's get into it.
Let's start with the undeniably beautiful side of this massive expansion, the pure, unadulterated romance of the underdogs. By expanding the tournament to 48 teams, FIFA has unlocked the gates for nations that have spent generations dreaming of a single moment on the world stage. We aren't just talking about a couple of extra teams sneaking in through the back door. We are talking about an entire continental shift. Africa and Asia have been drastically underrepresented for decades. Now, their qualifying slots have nearly doubled. This means the world stage will finally look like the entire world.
Think about the psychological impact this has on a nation's footballing ecosystem. When a country qualifies for a World Cup, domestic funding skyrockets, youth academies receive massive investment, and an entire generation of kids picks up a football for the very first time. We saw the magic of Morocco in 2022, proving that the gap between the traditional elite and the rest of the world is shrinking at a rapid pace. The 48-team format ensures that these cinematic, narrative-driven giant killings won't just be rare anomalies anymore. They will be the defining feature of the opening weeks.
From a fan's perspective, the sheer volume of football is going to be intoxicating. We are moving from the traditional 64 matches to an astronomical 104 matches. For an entire month, the globe will be completely synchronized to the rhythm of non-stop, high-stakes football. More groups mean more chaotic final-day permutations, more nerve-wracking penalty shootouts, and an entirely new round of 32 knockout stage where one single mistake sends a powerhouse packing. It is a non-stop, high-octane entertainment machine. But here is where we have to take off the rose-tinted glasses and look at the brutal reality of the numbers. More does not automatically mean better. In fact, in professional sports, more almost always means diluted. The absolute magic of the World Cup was always its extreme scarcity. Qualifying for it was meant to be an agonizingly difficult mountain to climb. By lowering the barrier to entry, FIFA risks turning the prestigious group stages into a series of incredibly uninspiring, one-sided mismatches.
Let's look at the tactical consequences on the pitch. When an unheralded, lower-ranked nation qualifies to play against a footballing superpower like France or Argentina, they aren't going to engage in an open, attacking game of football. That would be tactical suicide. Instead, they will deploy an ultra-defensive system known as a low block. They will sit all 11 players behind the ball, compress every single square inch of space, and play for a 0-0 draw.
Instead of a festival of attacking football, the expanded group stages risk becoming a grueling, boring watch, filled with stagnant games where elite teams endlessly pass sideways against a brick wall of defenders.
Then there is the human cost, extreme player fatigue. Elite modern footballers are already playing upwards of 60 to 70 high-intensity matches a year for their clubs. They are arriving at international tournaments completely running on empty. Under this new 104-match format, the teams that reach the final will have to play 8 matches instead of 7, extending the tournament length to an exhausting 6 weeks. We are pushing the human body past its absolute physiological limits. When players are exhausted, the tempo of the game drops, individual creativity vanishes, and the overall quality of the football plummets. We aren't just getting more matches, we might be getting significantly worse matches.
We are about to dive into the absolute biggest problem with this new format, a hidden loophole that could lead to the most controversial matches in modern history. But before we break that down, if you love analyzing the deep tactical, financial, and mechanical systems that shape the beautiful game, hit that subscribe button right now. Share this video with a friend who thinks the 48-team expansion is either the best or worst thing ever. Your support keeps this channel entirely independent and running. Done it? Awesome. Now, let's look at the dark side of the tournament structure.
Originally, FIFA proposed a system of 16 groups with 3 teams each. It sounded simple on paper, but it created an absolute sporting disaster. In a 3-team group, the final match is played between only 2 of those teams, while the third sits out. This completely destroys the integrity of the tournament. It opens the door wide open for tactical collusion, where 2 teams can look at the math and mutually agree to play out a specific scoreline that guarantees both of them advance, completely screwing over the team watching from the hotel.
Football has already learned this lesson the hard way. In the 1982 World Cup, West Germany and Austria knew that a precise 1-0 win for Germany would see both of them qualify at the expense of Algeria. After Germany scored in the 10th minute, both teams literally stopped running, passing the ball aimlessly for 80 minutes in what became known as the disgrace of Gijón. FIFA quickly realized their mistake and changed the rules so that the final group games are always played simultaneously. Yet, in their initial greed to expand to 48 teams, they almost brought that exact nightmare back.
Thankfully, FIFA scrambled and pivoted back to groups of 4, creating 12 massive groups. But even this solution is incredibly messy. To make the math work, the top 2 teams advance, alongside the 8 best third-place teams. This means teams will have to wait around for days after their group matches end just to find out if they are still in the tournament, based on goal differentials from completely different groups. It turns a clean, merit-based sporting competition into a highly confusing, algorithmic waiting game.
The 48-team World Cup is an unprecedented experiment. It is a beautiful celebration of global diversity, wrapped inside a highly commercialized, exhausting entertainment package. It will give us unforgettable fairy tale stories, but it will undoubtedly test the physical limits of the players and the patience of tactical purists. The beautiful game is changing, and we will just have to adapt to the chaos. Now, if you want to understand the deep tactical setups that will dominate this expanded tournament, click on the video pop-up to your left to master the secrets of the low block and see exactly why it is so incredibly difficult to break down. Or if you want to elevate your own tactical eye before the next big kickoff, click on the video pop-up to your right to learn exactly how to read any football match in just the first 15 minutes. I'm Liam, and I'll see you over there.